we are 25 years old, and our main forte is into enterprise business. We don't do retail or any kind of that kind of business. And basically, mostly we are selling into enterprise, and that too, education is one of the sector. Defense and education, we are largely present into. So we have a dedicated team which is selling to various government schools and educations or colleges across Maharashtra and Goa. And we are giving Microsoft Teams solutions as well as O365 A1 and A3 offering. And there's a huge response. I mean, we must have covered what? About 900 plus schools by now in Maharashtra alone. See, basically because of lockdown, I mean, everybody wanted some or the other kind of a collaboration tools, especially with the government infra and their school infrastructure, which is at the lowest level as compared to the private schools, maybe Delhi public schools or maybe engineering colleges, private engineering colleges or institutes. Government was lagging far behind this entire scenario. However, Microsoft has helped them in a great way to collaborate and impart whatever is their training syllabus, whatever was required, and accordingly, I mean, it was most appealing solution as compared to competition solution across when we spoke to Department of Education, Government of Maharashtra, as well as Government of Goa. Even though, see, there are two thoughts. One is that people are saying now schools are restarting, now all the streams and everything will go and will not require it. Even the kids are getting there are various problems which you must also be aware that kids are at home and educating, they're missing out schools. However, this trend of hybrid education I think will still continue. I don't think that hybrid education will go by even if the school restarts. And that is how there is still a lot of potential. I think this entire 2 years, I think we might not have dented more than 5%, 6% of entire country's education sector potential. So that's a still kind of a market which is still open for sales. In this case, opportunities are unlimited. I mean, if you walk any street across in any city and you see some or the other coaching classes here and there could be a school, there could be this CAT and NEET coaching classes. So different kind of a variety. So anybody you can approach and everybody wants this. It is not that somebody wants it, somebody doesn't want it. It is a need of our and everybody requires it. In fact, people have gained a lot of things. Especially I have seen some of my clients here in Pune. They were initially serving with this CAT and NEET students only from Pune or maybe vicinity from Pune. But now they have a student across India because of this collaboration and online education. So their name was very good in Pune, but now they are getting students from Ranchi or maybe remote places, Bhilai, these kind of places. So they have greatly benefited by imparting training using Microsoft Teams. Microsoft has engaged an agency which is one of the best agency for skill upgrades and they have experts and they were really experts and they have taken a great length training of my sales team. I have attended all the training programs and those were the 4 training programs. First and second was including about sales, sustainable sales, key account management and large account management. In my case, what happens is that school is very small, but commissioner education is a very large account, because he caters to 66,000 schools across Maharashtra, which is a huge. He has got more than 8 crore students with him. So that is a kind of a customer. So when you manage a customer, what is the difference between key account and large account management? So all those things were highlighted by Microsoft. They have trained us. They have trained our team. They have taken regular feedback on any difficulties if my team is facing on the field while making a sales. And they used to guide us. Use this strategy and things like that. And they actually, something like a child and father, they actually, taken our finger in their hand and guided us in this entire journey. There were initially challenges. The challenges were related to pricing also, because it was not affordable for some of the schools, especially government-run schools. However, Microsoft has changed their offering depending on a situation and including the features depending on what competition is offering. I can tell you a very good example. Microsoft came forward and offered Microsoft Teams as a free platform to entire government of Maharashtra, all the departments, so that anybody wants to use any collaboration tool, they can use Microsoft Teams free of cost. That was it was not expected from Microsoft, but somehow with this, looking at this situation, Microsoft has really came forward and offered this. Now what happens is that once you are used to any one particular kind of a collaboration tools, then it becomes very difficult to change to any other. Maybe it may be free or something of that sort. So basically that is how the customers then went on and bought 1,000+ licenses here